is News 3 Now at 10.
The WIAA Boys Basketball State Tournament is back on this year, just not in Madison.
Adam Dexter joins us live from the Kohl Center with the economic toll this will have on a hospitality industry already struggling.
In a normal year, hospitality will bring nearly $300 million to downtown Madison. In shops, restaurants, and hotels say much of that is tied to just this three-day weekend alone. But once again, the coronavirus is preventing that from happening here in Madison. In the shadows of the Kohl Center sits a downtown Madison staple. In any other year besides the last two, that proximity would be working in its favor.
We do see people from all over the place. It's really generally a fun environment where you get people coming in from, all the reaches of Wisconsin and beyond.
Tournaments like basketball, wrestling, even March Madness have packed nitty-gritty to capacity in years past, says General Manager Michael Leto.
And this is really kind of the sprint, I would say, of the year. The proximity to the Kohl Center obviously is a huge benefit, being the place right across the street.
But for just the second time in 100 years, the Boys Hoops tournament isn't coming to Madison, as coronavirus restrictions in Dane County have pushed it to the other side of the state.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely are losing out on the economic impact, but we wholeheartedly respect and honor the decision of public health to ensure that our community was safe, and they made the right decision.
A smart decision or not, Downtown Madison Inc. says it's a costly one, once again taking away business from the 4,000 hospitality workers in the city's downtown. Leto, too, says safety for the nitty-gritty staff and the community as a whole comes first.
Whatever we have to do to kind of ensure the public safety, we're going to adhere to that.
But he's hopeful in 2022 it will be safe for the tournament, the fans, and the customers to come back.
As the end of this pandemic hopefully is potentially on the horizon, we hope that people in and around the community will continue to support locally owned restaurants.
And 1,000 fans will be allowed to end each game at the Lacrosse Center, which is nearly triple what would have been allowed here in Dane County. And that's even under the relaxed guidelines that start next week. But both Leto and Jason Ilstrup of Downtown Madison Inc. say they're hopeful by staying safe now, Dane County can get better and hopefully prepare to host next year.
Adam, thank you. A warning tonight for anyone planning to go out onto the ice this weekend. With the warmer temperatures, ice conditions are deteriorating quickly. Officials with the Dane County Sheriff's Marine and Trail Enforcement Department ask anyone planning to ice fish this weekend to pack appropriate flotation and safety equipment.
We also urge people to make a plan and try and go out fishing or walking with at least one other person in case something does happen. And if not, to make a plan and let people know where they're going to be and try and be vigilant for other people out there as well.
That warning comes after some dramatic video was released this afternoon showing the moments Portage police rescued two kids who fell through the ice on the Wisconsin River yesterday.
Okay, if you can slowly grab it, grab a hold of it. Okay, wrap it around your waist. Okay, hold on to that frisbee. Keep coming, buddy. I get him. You got it. Come on, we're gonna pull you in.
Now, this happened yesterday about 5:30 p.m. near Paquette Park. Portage police found one of the children about 20 to 30 yards out on the ice. The video shows police using that rope to pull him to shore. The other child fell in closer to the shore, was able to pull himself out of the water. They are both expected to be just fine.
Let's get a look at our first warn forecast. Now here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Yeah, let's hope we don't see any more of those types of scenes, because with those temperatures warming up, especially as we head into next week, a lot of the ice is just going to become unsafe. Time lapse from the WIC Skycam today shows that we had bright sunshine for most of the day today, but as we headed into the afternoon, some clouds started to develop, and they moved in just toward evening, but even those clouds have started to break up already. The time lapse from the Edgewater Skycam shows that the skies were clear through the afternoon, and those clouds started to come in just before sunset, but you can see actually it was a pretty nice sunset overall. Low temperatures this morning, dropped to 17 in Madison. Most areas were in the upper teens. High temperatures today, middle 40s in Madison. A little colder to the southwest. Notice Platteville at 40. They had clouds come in a little sooner there, but elsewhere temperatures are mainly in the mid to upper 40s. And right now temperatures are right around the freezing mark in Madison. A few places a little bit below that. Other places just a little bit above that. By morning, we'll be dropping down to about 18 degrees with partly cloudy skies overnight. Tomorrow, look for sunny skies. High temperature right around 40. We'll be in the upper 40s for Sunday, upper 50s for Monday, and maybe hit 60 by Tuesday. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. And developing tonight, the South African variant of coronavirus has been confirmed now in Wisconsin. This is now the second variant strain to be confirmed in the state. Experts say all three of the authorized vaccines do effectively reduce the risk of the virus and its variants. And more good news, there are now more people in Wisconsin who have completed their vaccination series than those who have tested positive for the virus. Here are the latest numbers. An additional 47,000 people received a dose of a vaccine in the past 24 hours. And a milestone today, Governor Evers celebrating the 1 millionth vaccinated person in Wisconsin. He toured a Manitowoc County community vaccination clinic this afternoon. He says getting 1 million people at least one dose of the vaccine shows there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm confident that we're headed in the right direction. Everybody's pulling the oars in the right way. We will, and you know, our president said by the end of May, every person that wants a shot should be able to get one. So we're planning on it, and we have the vaccinators. There's no question about that.
70% of Americans have been or plan to get vaccinated against COVID-19. Today, the Pew Research Center released a new survey of more than 10,000 adults across the country. That's an increase from November's study when 60% of adults said they planned to get vaccinated. Researchers also looked at political affiliation. About 83% of Democrats said they plan to get or have received a COVID-19 vaccine. That was compared to Republicans at 56%. Today, educators and staff in the Sun Prairie School District got their shots. About 1,000 teachers are going to be vaccinated thanks to a partnership with SSM Health. Waunakee School District staff were vaccinated earlier this week, and starting next Friday, SSM Health announced it will vaccinate about 1,200 staff in the Madison School District.
And the first doses of the newly approved Johnson & Johnson vaccine are already in Wisconsin, an early surprise for Public Health Madison-Dane County. And on top of that, they received more than expected. Public Health says they got 11,900 doses, about 4,000 more than what they were planning for. And starting next week, they'll use it to vaccinate educators at the Alliant Energy Center.
For our teachers and our child care providers, they're so important to the normal operation and allowing us to get back to our normal business and everything. And so it's great that we have this opportunity.
Well, the goal is to finish vaccinating Dane County educators by March 21st.
As new coronavirus infections and deaths level off, a number of states are easing restrictions, while health officials warn that could prompt a new spike in cases. And lawmakers on Capitol Hill are battling into the night over President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief plan. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry reports.
The sound of a gutter ball can be heard once again in New York City, and movie theater projectors are rolling as the nation's largest city eases more COVID-19 restrictions.
I'm just so tired of sitting on my sofa and streaming movies, so I'm out of the house.
On Friday, Arizona joined Texas, Mississippi, and Connecticut in announcing plans this week to cut restrictions.
We have seen this movie before. When prevention measures like mask mandates are rolled back, cases go up.
In a new study, CDC scientists say there's evidence that masks lead to fewer infections and deaths, while reopening restaurants increases them. Dr. Anthony Fauci warned that the recent leveling off of cases also brings concern.
That plateau is about 60 to 70,000 cases a day. When you have that much of viral activity in a plateau, it almost invariably means that you are at risk for another spike.
The Senate Friday entered its hours-long so-called vote-a-rama on President Biden's $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan.
The American people are reaching out to us, and they're saying we are hurting.
Senate Democrats tackled hurdles over a key element, unemployment benefits.
There is some bipartisanship, we believe, to change the bill. But apparently that's an unpardonable sin on the other side.
Under an agreement set to be accepted by West Virginia moderate Joe Manchin, who was a holdout throughout the day, Democrats will now offer an amendment to extend enhanced benefits through early September at $300 a week. A final vote on the 628-page bill is expected sometime over the weekend. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Almost 29 million Americans have been infected by the coronavirus so far, according to Johns Hopkins.
Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases and deaths are sharply declining in Wisconsin's long-term care population. The elderly population here is so close to the vaccine finish line. State officials say that this coming week is the first in a very long time where they don't have a new outbreak investigation. Plus, for the first time since last summer, some counties have dropped to a low level of virus activity after the whole state has stayed high or critically high all winter long. UW Health urging people to continue with their cancer screenings even as the pandemic continues. In a letter signed by nearly 80 organizations, including the UW Carbone Cancer Center and the American Cancer Society, experts warn of potentially dire consequences. There's been a sharp drop-off in screenings over the past year, and in turn, cancer diagnoses have also dropped significantly.
We know it's still out there. There is no thing that changed the causes of cancer. So we know those numbers are still there. We just don't see them. And so we are worried that there are people walking around with undiagnosed and unscreened for cancers.
The National Cancer Institute predicts almost 10,000 excess deaths in the U.S. from breast and colorectal cancers alone over the next 10 years because of pandemic-related delays in cancer screenings and treatment.
The Minnesota Court of Appeals ruled today that a lower court should reconsider the state's motion to reinstate a third-degree murder charge against former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin in the death of George Floyd. Jury selection in Chauvin's trial on charges of second-degree unintentional murder and second-degree manslaughter begins Monday. The former officer has pleaded not guilty. It is unclear what impact, if any, the ruling could have on the trial start date. One of the teens convicted of stabbing a classmate in the Slender Man case is expected to ask for release from a state mental health facility. 19-year-old Anissa Wire is scheduled to appear next Wednesday before the Waukesha judge who in 2017 sentenced her to 25 years in a mental health institution. She's expected to ask for her conditional release. A jury found Wire not criminally responsible due to a mental disease. Another classmate, Morgan Geyser, is serving 40 years at a mental health facility.
More to come tonight at 10 when we come back. Pope Francis with an historic trip to Iraq, plus a trooper's dash cam catching the moment a wildfire overtakes an interstate. We'll show you how it happened and where just ahead at 10.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud. Choose FlexBuy and get a 2020 Escape with 0% financing for 66 months. Plus $3,500 cash back. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to
go ahead and smile.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Hi, folks. Saturday morning, we check in with SSM as they plan to vaccinate hundreds of Sun Prairie School District staff.
And Hattie is watching your weekend forecast. Join us Saturday at 5 and 8 in the morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Americans are going back to work as the economy starts to rev up after a year of the pandemic. In February, the U.S. economy added a better than expected 379,000 jobs. The unemployment rate fell from 6.3 to 6.2%. 12 months ago, the unemployment rate hit a 50-year low of 3.5%. Former House impeachment manager Eric Swalwell has filed the second major lawsuit seeking to hold former President Donald Trump accountable for inciting the January Capitol riot. Swalwell's complaint cites the same civil rights law originally intended to counter Ku Klux Klan intimidation as a similar lawsuit previously filed by Representative Benny Thompson. One way Swalwell's suit differs is it includes Donald Trump Jr. and Representative Mo Brooks as defendants. Like Thompson's suit, it also names Rudy Giuliani.
Also today, a former State Department aide with a top secret level security clearance is facing federal charges related to the Capitol riot. Federico Klein was employed by the State Department at the time. He also worked for the Trump campaign back in 2016. Officials say images from the scene show Klein using a police riot shield to wedge open an entrance for rioters. He also appears to fight against police for several minutes. He is the first Trump administration political appointee to be charged in the riot. Pope Francis brought his message of religious coexistence to Baghdad today, an historic trip. The Pontiff's 4-day trip to Iraq is a show of support for the dwindling Christian community there. The Pope's arrival earlier in the day was met with much fanfare. The country's prime minister greeted him as dancers and musicians lined a red carpet. This is a trip 2,000 years in the making now, the first time any pope in the history of Christianity has set foot in Iraq.
We're learning more tonight about the NTSB investigation into the engine failure on a Boeing 777 last month. It happened last month on a United flight from Denver to Honolulu, catching fire and littering debris on residential neighborhoods. Now the NTSB says the right engine failed minutes after takeoff when the pilots throttled up to minimize time in expected turbulence. Investigators also say the engine part had most recently received a close examination for wear and tear in 2016. The plane returned to Denver International Airport safely with no injuries on board or on the ground. Well, Jeep could drop a name synonymous with its brand. Jeep's new boss says the company is open to dropping Cherokee from its vehicles. The consideration is in response to objections from the Cherokee Nation. The company is in conversations with the Native American tribe. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is one of the company's best-selling models. It was first used on a Jeep SUV in 1974.
Well, check out this video. Dashcam footage from the Nebraska State Patrol shows the moment a large fire rapidly engulfs the roadside grass along Interstate 80. This is near Gothenburg earlier this week. Local fire departments and state patrol officials managed to control that fire after closing the road for an hour, urging drivers to take alternate routes to avoid it. No injuries were reported. Well, the weekend's here. We're hoping for more of this sunshine. Let's even maybe a little warmer after the weekend. Here's Gary with the latest.
Could be a lot warmer after the weekend. We're talking perhaps 60s for the first time this year. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for a nice day tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. High temperatures around 40. but will be in the upper 50s to the lower 60s from Monday through Tuesday and Wednesday. Possibility for some showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday, but that's the better chances for rain the middle part of next week. Before then, looks like a dry forecast, and we'll continue to melt the snow. Just over the last 24 hours, you can see how the snowpack continues to shrink. The most snow still on the ground across far southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and then to parts of eastern Iowa, but even that has shrunk quite a bit. There's very few areas that have more than 6 inches of snow on the ground generally. In our part of the state, there are areas that, but there are also areas that have almost no snow on the ground. And you can see over that area where there's a little more snow on the ground, temperatures were in the upper 30s to the lower 40s, whereas across the rest of Wisconsin, temperatures mainly in the mid to upper 40s. Cloud cover also had a little bit to play with that in that spot of slightly cooler temperatures. But farther out to the west with little or no snow cover, you can see temperatures in the 60s again, up into Montana, the western Dakotas, down into Kansas, and then eastward into Missouri. On weather track tonight, that little patch of clouds starting to break up as it moves to the south. It looks like there's precipitation. There may be a couple of rain showers on the southern edge of this, but most of that just not reaching the ground. The next weather system to the north will actually take a path into southern Canada, so that will keep us on the warm side of things, and the jet stream will really start to come in from the southwest with time as this whole weather pattern starts to shift eastward over the next few days. That will get our temperatures up into the upper 50s and lower 60s next week. And the dividing line is this warm front here, and it becomes stationary in the southern part of that front. Right now, temperatures mainly 20s and 30s here, but farther out to the west are still in the 40s over much of the Dakotas. And as we look at future track, we'll see clear skies, light winds tonight. That will allow temperatures to drop into the upper teens. But with the air being dry, we warm up pretty quickly. So tomorrow with plenty of sunshine, high temperatures should be back to around 40 degrees or a little bit above. For tomorrow night, we'll look for another clear and cold night with low temperatures in the upper teens. And then on Sunday, notice those winds starting to pick up out of the south. That's what will bring temperatures into the upper 40s. And by Monday, we'll be looking for temperatures to climb into the middle to upper 50s, and 60s certainly not out of the question in parts of the area on Monday, but a better chance on Tuesday. 40 for the high temperature tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, a pleasant Saturday, 7 to 10 day forecast, 47 Sunday, 57 Monday, and 60 on Tuesday. Rain showers start to develop Tuesday night, showers, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm on Wednesday. Temperatures start cooling back down again with some shower chances on Thursday, maybe a rain snow shower chance Thursday night into Friday. Temperatures next weekend a little bit more in line with what we'd expect for this time of year. There is a sign that a storm system could start to affect us by Monday of the following week, but that's still quite a distance out. Right now, just putting a slight chance of showers in there.
All right, as long as it's just showers, Gary. It's the other stuff I'm concerned about. Well, just ahead in sports, the motto that has the Lake Mills boys basketball team thriving on and off the court as they head to state. Zach's in next with sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today. Oh, it's cold outside, but you can warm up your winter with a sweet deal from Madison Magazine. Get a 2-year subscription for only $19.95, and we'll send you a free limited edition oak mug, a $5 gift card, and gourmet hot cocoa from Madison's own infusion chocolates. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Go to MadisonMagazine.com and enter OPE21 to receive this amazing deal today. Only from Madison Magazine.
At American Family Insurance, we've always protected more than what you drive. We've protected and supported the dreams that drive you. Right now, that means extending our 10% savings on auto premium for all current and new auto customers through March, so you can get a little closer to your dream. Whether your dream is discovering new roads and new limits, or supporting that dream. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
At US Cellular, we believe everyone deserves 5G. So we're building our powerful 5G network for the millions of Americans who live outside of New York and LA, like teachers in Madison and small business owners in Rockford. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge for everyone, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort
fee is 10 cookies.
Psst. Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Hurry in, because right now you can get $1,500 customer cash on a spacious new 2021 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's time to upgrade your downtime. It's time for Stressless. Now at the Century House. Go from one grade of leather to a higher one for free. Or save $300 on Stressless Sunrise recliners. Don't wait. Save hundreds on Stressless comfort. At the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
This weekend and this weekend only, Wisconsin men's hockey team is all about Michigan. If the Wolverines beat the Gophers just once and the Badgers handle their business against the Spartans, then UW claims its first regular season conference title since 2000. But first things first, the date with Michigan State. And you could say Wisconsin was dialed in. Not even 2 minutes in, Tarek Baker flips it up and in to give UW a 1-0 lead. Then later in the first period, Badgers on the attack again, and Jack Gorniak sneaks it through for another goal. Wisconsin does its job, and so did Michigan. All that's left for the Badgers to win tomorrow, and they're Big Ten champs. A day after being named the WCHA's Forward of the Year, Darryl Watts was tabbed the league's Player of the Year. In 16 games this season, the Badger senior has scored 15 goals and tallied 16 assists. Watts is also a finalist for the Patty Kazmaier Award. In a season filled with uncertainty, Lake Mills has taken it in stride. This year, the L-Cats advanced to the state boys basketball tournament for the second time in school history, and they credit their success to a mindset they're using on and off the court. There's a saying in Lake Mills.
Come get somebody, Jackson. Come get somebody.
Give it your best and live with it.
That's one that you can really apply to any situation, which is so good about it.
And for this year, those 8 words were perfect.
This season could end at any moment, right? You could be shut down for 2 weeks, you know, and so we said, hey, every day you got to be grateful for the opportunity and just work as hard as you can and take advantage of the opportunities we get.
And every day, this group bought in.
It's really made it so we can embrace and soak in what's happening, how special this really is. You know, we're not just kind of flying by.
In every drill,
get that separation.
Every pass, and every shot.
Even if you lose and you look back on it, as long as you gave everything you had, that's all that matters.
That quote was on the minds of the L-Cats.
Good quick release. Embracing that, you know, motto at the beginning of the year helped us reach our potential, and, you know, it's something that I think the longer you play and the more you think about that stuff and fight through failure, it starts to really make sense and something that I think hopefully they take with them.
Beyond their journey for a state championship.
Everybody that's attached to that saying for me will be in my mind forever, and it'll be something that motivates me as I go on.
For just the 3rd time in program history, the UW Platteville men are the WIAC tournament champions, and the Pioneers did it in dominating fashion on the road. Platteville beat UWL by 27 to take home the title. And Steve Stricker still has it. Check out this chip in. The Edgerton native rolls it straight into the cup for a birdie. Stricker's 1 under 8 shots back after 36 holes at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. We're back after this.
Looking for great sleep at a great price? Then Denver Mattress has you covered. And during the 4-day super sale, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Tackle tough jobs with Bosch Power Tools from Menards. Bosch packs the performance and features you need to get the job done right. That's why Bosch is the choice of pros. Plus, Menards has all the bits, blades, and power tool accessories from Bosch you need to get the job done. This 10-inch 40-tooth carbide tip circular saw blade is just $24.99 after 11% rebate. Get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Step 1. Build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud. Choose FlexBuy and get a 2020 Escape with 0% financing for 66 months. Plus $3,500 cash back. Only at your local Ford dealer.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick 'n Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick 'n Save. Fresh for everyone.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Looking for great sleep at a great price? Then Denver Mattress has you covered. And during the 4-day super sale, save $100 on every 1,000 you spend. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Before you make plans, download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app.
Let's go to Gary. Final check of our weekend forecast.
Temperatures right now right around freezing, give or take a couple of degrees, right at 32 here in Madison. By tomorrow morning, we'll be down to about 18, but look for a high tomorrow of 40 with sunny skies, and the temperatures go up from there. 47 on Sunday, 57 Monday, and 60 on Tuesday. Some rain the middle part of the week, and the temperatures colder for next weekend.
A lot to look forward to. Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good.